Jewish Federation is the community development arm of the St. Louis Jewish community, and our job is to help agencies and organizations be as strong as they can be and help us have a thriving Jewish community. So one of the areas that we're invested in is making sure that everybody who wants to live a Jewish life can do so, including people with disabilities.
Across the country, there have been a lot of concerns about accessibility in the Jewish community, from children having great experiences at Jewish camps and feeling like they were included, to houses of worship being accessible to people in wheelchairs, to people in the congregation having a Braille or large print prayer book.
We have an inclusion committee that's composed of volunteers who help guide the recommendations that we make and the activities we get involved in. For the most part, they are people with disabilities or people who have kids with disabilities. We hired an inclusion coordinator who is working on a number of different projects, such as an internship initiative to increase the number of people with disabilities working in the Jewish community. She works with organizations that have large family events to make sure that they're inclusive, both physically accessible and making sure that there's a respite room if somebody with special needs can get easily overwhelmed. All of our Jewish Federation major events are now captioned so that everybody can enjoy and hear and see what's going on.
The mini grants were put into place because there was a need for synagogues and organizations within the Jewish community in St. Louis to make the experience for individuals to be more inclusive.
Each agency could apply for up to $5,000 to do whatever they felt was their priority to make their organization more inclusive to people with disabilities. So we funded everything from renovating an elevator, renovating a restroom, to providing staffing, occupational therapy and speech therapy in some of our schools, to training. Because what we've found is that a lot of our organizations are doing great things. They want to be more inclusive, but they just don't have the knowledge or the skills. And each person with a disability has a distinct set of needs. So there's a need for a lot of specialized training, things like congregational awareness and more sophisticated teacher training to help them deal with specific students in their classrooms that might have distinct special needs.
Central Reformed Congregation applied for a mini grant, and one of the reasons was because they wanted to make sure that they had prayer books available to people who are low vision or blind in Braille, so that people could fully participate in celebrating holidays and the Sabbath.
Again, it helped raise the profile of the needs of people with disabilities, and the organizations were extremely grateful because they want to do the right thing. They just may not have the resources to do so.
Jewish Federation is making strides in the Jewish community here in St. Louis in making the Jewish experience an accessible one for people.
We've accomplished a lot with the mini grants, with the employment initiative, with making our big community events more accessible, but we just feel like there's so much more we still have to do to make sure that every single person with a disability can have the Jewish life that they want.